Hiya, this is Leslie Ormsby, and I am ready to do the Pisces water sign of for October 2019. So, yes, and I know it's near a third of the way into October, but that's all cool because the reading is going to cover from between now and to the end, but also part of the beginning as well. So it will all resonate and all fall into place. So. As I trust and I know it will, with spirit's guidance. Okay. Anyhow, so I'd just like to firstly mention and remind people that these are general reads, and for those of you who are new to this, they are what I mean by general read is that it may not resonate with you. If it does, that's awesome. If it doesn't, then there are others of us like myself that do this sort of work out there that may be on a different frequency in a different energy level or different energy to pick up and tune into whatever it is that you may be experiencing for you. Okay, so anyway, the other side to that though is that this, even though this may not resonate with you right now, it could be something that's in the near past or in the distant past, or it could be something like that's coming up in the future. Okay, so don't totally throw it right out, and because it's 9 times out of 10 in my experience, it's whenever I've got a reading and it doesn't quite resonate, I just like pack it up because 9 times out of 10 I'll have a think about it later and I think, oh yeah, I know what they're talking about now. That's more clarification for that, and also it may come up in the near future or in the distant future. So. Anyway, the other thing is these readings are, like I say, just not timeless. So I'm an intuitive, so I don't use tarot cards like the traditional type. I use a variety of oracle cards and some cards that Spirit have guided me to create for myself with messages from them throughout the years that I've been working and doing this. So that's pretty cool. The other thing is these will, for either the sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. So if you're either one of those, welcome. Anyway, okie dokie, that's my spiel over and done with. Okay, and we'll just get straight into it. So, okay, Pisces, like it, Pisces. So, whew. I'm kind of feeling like really quite, so I'm sorry, I'm just looking over there because I'm looking at my water actually. But it's like because obviously your water sign, but I'm just like, some of you may be feeling like you're swimming upstream, okay? And others of you are just like, just going with the flow of whichever way the stream is flowing for you or the current is flowing. So, and it's kind of like whether it can be upstream for some and it's still flowing all right for you. So that just tells me that some of you are in a really good place now because you've made some decisions or you've made some changes or you've decluttered something that's from your energy, from your mind, from your body, from your environment, either you're living, you're working, or your career, or in space or something like that, or project space. It's like, wow, something is really moving with a lot of you. So, and that is so bloody awesome because this month is the month of movement, of getting a lot of those things that that have been moving towards finalizing. And for everybody, every star sign, we have an opportunity to jump into this energy to do whatever it is that we were either creating or going into creating in any area of our life. Okay, so just just keep going with that. So whatever stage you're in. So I'm just going to draw a card. So when I or shuffle and see if a card falls out, I don't like to pull it out. I prefer to let it fall out. And I'm asking, I'm asking Spirit to when I'm shuffling, I'm asking Spirit, to reveal me a card for use, okay? But I'm also asking, for the star sign. So for whatever, the star sign not use are Pisces, that you most need to hear or know right now, and any guidance or encouragement for this month, okay? To help you along the way. Awesome. Okay, so anyway, this one, 0, well, actually 49, but it's like 49. What did I say 0 for? Because I thought I saw 0. So if 0 is after this, so I'm saying that. So this is like 49 is like there are 50 cards in this deck. And so 49, 9 is like the ending of something, okay? So 4 is about, foundations and security, and it draws me to my base chakra when I say foundation and stability. So there's something that is because this is the divine plan. So you may have been a plan that you've had, and it's like coming into the next phase that maybe that like this is the end of it, of that sort of a thing. So there may be a project that has come to its end, basically, for some of you, it's like completely an end, and for some of you, it's come to like part of the project or a project has come to an end and you're moving into the next phase. Okay, so for some of you it's not totally folding something up, but it's others of you it is like folding something up. So it may be in the sense like if you've got a business, say, and it's come to the end for you in that business and you might be selling it so you can retire, it may be something like that. Or it may be something that it's like you in the business, using the business analogy. Again, it may be that you've come into, there's something new, like you're ready to move on from that, whatever it is. It could be to do with your career as in work, your workplace. It's like, or a management job. Oh, actually, I'm hearing some management job for some of you. It's like, oh, I'm over this, okay. And then others of you, it could be just, a different. I feel like some of you are like moving into a whole different career, whole different job. You're going from, say, you're going from, okay, say something in retail. That's what they're giving me, because and like in a dress shop or a clothing outlet or something like that, to going to somewhere else and doing something completely different. It may be that you're going to do, drive a truck or something. That's a bit far out, but you never know. Or going into doing something where, like you're selling phones instead, like Vodafone or I shouldn't have said that, like phones or something like that, whatever brand it is. Or, it's just like, and then some of you, I feel like you're going from like management into like a higher job. Or you're going across the board, and it's not necessarily what you were doing like just now. It's like a whole new different department. And others of you are going from, somewhere on the floor up into management, and others of you are just going like straight out of that job into something else. Like my son was working at an abattoir at one point, and now he's working in another place, and it's not that. It's totally the opposite. It's, like he's working in a milk factory or cheese factory. I think it is, actually. Anyway, it's something, or cheese plant, like a milk plant, sorry. And so it's kind of like, and it's kind of like, it's those sorts of opposites or differences, and I'm just thinking of another example of, someone I know who was working at a lunch bar, a food outlet and type lunch bar type place, and then now they're working in a beauty department. So it's kind of like, so there's something like that as well that's coming up. So anyway, there's a divine plan. So there's a beginning of a new plan or a divine plan that's coming up too for some of you. So some of you are like, so this is kind of like the end of something, but also the beginning of something. So there's a bigger plan out there for you. So some of you, like for you, it has come to an end, and now you're able to put your divine plan into place. Or the divine plan, you've come to that place, and it's now, okay, you're moving into another divine plan, of the future. Wow, that was kind of like really, sometimes I don't really know where they're going with it, so I bloody hope you do. And that, so we're hopping out into something. So anyway, so like a 9 is obviously something for me. It's about completion. That ending an area and going into the next phase of something, or the next new something, brand new something. Which is so awesome. And this month is all about that, so which is really cool. And so you've really got a lot of yous, I would say, have done a lot of the work to get to this point. Some of yous, I feel like, are still, like it won't be until the end of the month when you'll actually have that flip over stage or go into the next stage, that movement into the next stage, okay, into November. And some of you, it would be like, on saying that, for a lot of us, you know, myself included, and I'm a Gemini, there is, you know, there's been an ongoing thing, building up and warming up over the last 2 or 3 years, more so than, you know, like 10 years ago, say, but it's all been coming. But in the last 2 or 3 years, it's been like really intensified, you could say, or the momentum is building up, and there's, you know, and there's more having to be done and like take care of with, you know, yourself, and planning and preparation for where it is you're going to go now. You may not, some of you know that or understand that or have an idea about that. Other viewers will won't have seen it until like now or in this next month, because it's becoming quite obvious as to why you are where you are right now, okay? And everything that you've endured, and I'm not saying enjoyed it. I'm not saying, well, they're not saying meaning enjoyed as in a negative way. Okay, there's been some things that have happened that are not so good, but other things have been just fucking amazing. So it's just go. So it's not. It's like always finding the balance in everything is what they're saying. So they're not meaning it in just in a. There you go. Enduring is not. So they're not meaning enduring as in a just in a because I'm just going to hear you go, oh, endured is, yeah, it's been a real fracking journey, and yes it has, but there's been a lot of good shit in there as well. So dissolution or rather dissolution. So dissolution, so there's something coming that definitely has come to an end. So that's just reconfirming what this is for you. And so some of you are actually like will be breaking up with something or someone's, you know, in some way, whether it's be, you know, and it's be for obviously for your greater good of all, for the greater good of one and all, yeah, it's just going to be amazing, okay. But they're just saying, Spirit is just saying not to beat yourself up about that. I kind of feel like there's one more in here. I was just about to put them down, but there's one more. I can feel it, and it's just going to come out, pop out for me. And, yep, that one jumped, so I'm going to take that one. So gratitude. So, and that's it. It's coming from a place of gratitude. Okay, with that one. That's pretty awesome. See, dissolution has got a 4 in there as well. So that's about, you know, that's that ground. The 4 is about foundations and security, finding security within things. And I feel like, yeah, you've done that. And you're ready to move on to the next stage. And 5 is about energy. And it's not just about, you know, like your physical energy. That's part of it. But it's also about the energy that we emit when, you know, from that mental, emotional side and our energetic fields, okay, and how we project it out. So there's something going on there where you've energetically, your vibration might be quite high, and that you're able to make changes now because you've raised your vibration, which means you've raised your energy, and which means you've raised your frame of mind. You've changed some in the way that your perception of things. Your frame of mind is different, you know, because you've obviously been doing some work on yourself in some way, whether it be mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually, okay? For some of you, I feel like there's a combination of all 4, and also even soulfully, to do with the soul side as well. So, yeah. That's really super cool. And then gratitude is there. So gratitude. So gratitude is about energy as well. No, there's 15 that's connected with that number 15 in the deck. And number 1 is about being, is about new beginnings and being at one with the self. Amen to that. Love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement, and adventure with that one. Cool. So anyway, I'm going to put that deck aside, and I'm just going to go to this deck now, and it's the Archangel. Oh God, Archangel's deck. That Doreen, one of the decks that Doreen Virtue has created, and it's the Archangel deck, and this is Archangel Haniel, and she is saying, like, notice how the moon affects your energy. So there you go, goes back to energy again. And manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. So, yeah, absolutely do that, because we have, when is the next new moon? Full moon. I think we've got one October the 13th, which is when Sunday, I think. Coming up on Sunday, because this is when am I? Wednesday, at the moment, which is the 9th. So I think the 12th. I'll just have a quick gaze. October the 12th. Yeah. Oh, Saturday, Sunday. Yep, Sunday is on the 13th is the next full moon. So, I mean, even though it's a full moon, it doesn't mean to say, you know, there's something that's coming to an end as well, but also a beginning. So it's about a good time to, like, I feel like either whether new moon or full moon is a really good time to clear out things and cleanse things. But definitely look at how the moon cycles, you know, work with your energy field too, because I can be super sensitive around them, and either way, so it's always about being mindful about what, and also, you know, what is like a good time, you know, to like move with projects and maybe just slow down. So it kind of gives you an idea when you read up a little bit about it, why some projects haven't quite worked and why our energy is flailing a little bit. And, you know, and so it's better to just like roll with it. And it's about getting to know ourselves, okay? Roll with whatever's going on. So it's a really good way to start planning, you know, projects as well. So that's where that part of it is coming there as well within that the message for this month, okay? There's a whole lot of new beginnings in the way, not just in like movement for work and that, but also learning as well and releasing. Okay, so that's that card there. So that's out of the Archangel deck, and now I'm being drawn to the daily guidance deck of angel cards that Doreen Virtue has created as well. So I'll just shuffle these. Oh, there we go. And let your past go. So, okay, that's that one on that one. So some of you may be holding on to something in the past. And this is where this dissolution is it's time to end it, okay? And which means, because they're just obviously drawing me to some, you know, some of you are like being really quite stubborn, which is why you're feeling like you're that fish floating upstream, and you're not getting really very far. The next minute this big pool comes in and swipes you up. So it reminded me of salmon, so for some reason. But anyway, so letting go of your past. So that's why, and by doing all those things, like, you know, and looking into the gratitude and moving through these cycles that you are in. So the divine plan for me is like, it's something that they're bringing through now. They're taking this message to another level, or another way of looking at it is like for your healing process. And for some of you, it may be, you know, or your healing process in the way that you are working with yourself to create a better you in the way that you're in your outlook and things. So, and finding balance within yourself. So, okay. So some of you, I feel like there's some healing energy work that you may be looking at, or maybe needing to help you shift it, and talking to someone or making an appointment with a healer or a reader or somewhere to get some specific advice or guidance as to how you can make that shift within you. So, it's one thing to say things and offer some guidance in that, but if you're not really understanding, I know that I know from experience, and that sometimes we do need a bit of help to like get the full picture, you know, about what is going on, and a little bit of support in a way, and confirmation. Cool. With it. So let me see, and what else have I got? Oh yeah, that's right, the crystal cards. So I've come across these. I've been drawn to get back into my crystals a lot more often than not. My work kind of took me somewhere else on another tangent. And not that I didn't use them, but for myself personally mainly, and around my home all the time. And I just, oh God, orange sapphire, look at that. Now that is really about, and what I'm feeling is it's obviously pointing for me to the sacral chakra. So, but that is just dynamically beautiful, that orange sapphire. So I'm just going to see what the essential message is for this crystal. I know a few crystals, but I don't know this one, and there's a lot that I don't know. But the explanation is a little bit different to, you know, other crystal books. So the message is then here. I'm just going to read out the essential meaning for this. So, okay. Essential meaning in this book is, for this crystal, means joy in sensuality, respecting your body love. Okay, so it may be time for you, for some of you, to like, and because that's interesting that I said, sacral chakra, because when, that's where, if respecting ourselves in that side and the sensuality of us is, whether we're male or female, it's about honouring our body, and loving our body, and sensually as well as, like emotionally, but, and just looking after that whole part, because that's all about confidence. And it's about, or self-confidence is, linked to the solar plexus as well, but feeling that's about self-confidence, and moving forward in life, and moving forward in relationships, and moving out of relationships, and just in general. So some of you may have had some problems back in, with fertility and things like that they're talking about, through things that have happened in the past. So which, let's go back to that. So, and it seems to be hitting maybe a lot of you that are connecting with this message, to the sacral chakra. So, yeah. And that, so look up that chakra, that crystal, and see if you can find it. And then, because you may not find it in a shop or anything like that, and it could be quite expensive. I don't know, but that's not one that I have got, and I didn't, and I haven't come across before. But what I would suggest you do is to get a hold of it in some way. If you can't get a hold of it, is to Google it. And see what images come up, because some people have some really amazing images that they have of a variety of crystals on there, around the world, and there may be one there that's just beams out of you a picture of one like that. So even on Facebook, see if you can find one on there as well. There's a few places that have crystal places that do have some really amazing pictures, photos, images of a variety of crystals, and then just feel into it, and let that energy touch you, or you go to it, bring it to it, yeah, and meet. Wow, it has a beautiful energy in there, absolutely gorgeous. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there now. God bless you. Love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement, and adventure. And just before I go, if you would like to receive a reading or a healing from me, we can do that distance. It's totally up to you, or you can come and see me. And depending on where you are, I could come and see you. So if you're wanting to find out more information, just on my Facebook page, there is where this video is, you should find a button down there, and click on that which says send a message, and that will take you to my inbox on Facebook, on my business page, or subscribe to me. If you could subscribe to my channel, on YouTube, that would be awesome, and click the bell, and that way you would find out when I'm next posting. And also where if you subscribe, then you can just go back to my channel any old time if you need to refresh your memory about what has been said, and what Spirit's guidance is for whatever month that we've put something up for you. Yeah, that's all I think I need to tell you. Okay, anyway, God bless you, and I'll see you again at the end of this month. Okay, bye for now.